And she's mad because there's 2 empty boxes there, but she wants in the boxes where the other chickens are. Okay, so today we're gonna do kind of a DIY chicken feeder, store-bought feeder versus the true DIY feeder, kind of review, see how this goes. So let's talk about a couple of differences right off the bat. So our first difference we're gonna talk about is gonna be our cost. This 3" 90, now I cut this in half. It gives me 2 heads, but a 3" 90 is almost $8. So we're just gonna call it $4 per head. This 3-pack that comes from Tractor Supply, it is $30. So that's $10 per head. Okay, we're just gonna stick with that. All right, so I'm gonna show you how we're gonna go ahead and get this one set up. We're gonna take a 3.5" hole saw bit. We're going to take our bucket. Now 4 inches, measure up 4 inches from the bottom. That'll be the center of your pilot bit there. Save the plugs out of where you just drilled. Clean them up, cut all this extra stuff off of there. Then we're going to cut it in half. So you got your plugs cleaned up. Now what we want to do, I'm going to take a little bit of glue. I'm going to stick this plug in here. I'm going to try to glue it in that lip right there. All right, so we got both of our heads in. Got them glued up. Maybe you can see on the inside. Now let's go. We're going to do basically the same thing but with the smaller heads. Okay, so let's go back with the store-bought cups. Now it does come with its own little bit. So here's the head. It's a 3-piece head, dashboard head, a rubber seal, and a nut. This rubber seal is going to stay on the outside of the bucket. Stick this back down over there. We're going to insert it. Just going inside your bucket. It screws down. They recommend going 3 inches. All right, so we got the head, you got the rubber washer right here. Now, just gonna put the nut on the inside. All right, we're gonna do that to all 3 of them. Okay, so I think the one from the store was easier to put together. This one just took a little bit more time. I can go ahead and put feed in this one now and get started with it. This one, I want to let that glue dry a little bit. Okay, so we went and got some more from Amazon. Now this time it was just under $30 for 6 heads. So that's $5 a head for these. Now they are a little bit thinner than the ones we got from Tractor Supply. So at $5 a pop though, I think they're gonna be okay. Okay, so I'm gonna show you, we filled them up just over the porch there. I didn't want to do just a full bucket. But I'm gonna shake it around, see if anything falls out, kind of simulating if we're toting them to the coop. But you can see they're over the porch. So let's shake them around. I didn't see nothing. I seen 2 little pieces of crumble come out of this one. It's not a big deal. All right, so I decided to bring them in with all the chickens we have, and I think we got 18 in here. And we actually do a fair comparison to see which one they like the best. if they do in fact waste any feed. Just different variables. We're gonna look and see. All right, so we're back at the feeder the next day. I looked inside. They had significantly ate more out of this one than they did this one. So, and I had noticed they would try to eat, but then they would just go away and go to this one. And she's mad because there's 2 empty boxes there, but she wants in the boxes where the other chickens are. I hadn't touched this since we filled it up, and I hadn't seen hardly any waste, just a little bit, not a lot. That's about half full. That's probably at least 3/4 full. So I don't know if it's the variable of having 3 heads in one bucket and only 2. All right, so I have seen a lot of waste out of this one. As I turned this, they didn't water the hole. But, and I hadn't touched this since we filled it up, and I hadn't seen hardly any waste, just a little bit, not a lot. But I think I do like this system better. We just had a major rainstorm come through last night, so it's the next morning. And I felt up in there and the feed's all dry. I was actually surprised. But y'all know we're gonna test this thing out before we release our video. You see now these are actually 6-week-old chicks here. They use that bucket. Saves a lot of waste. There's our 7-week-olds. They don't have a problem using it. Tell you what, it's just the way to go right here. Okay, so in conclusion, we do like the store-bought versions better than doing them yourself. The Tractor Supply brand is just a little bit thicker quality. It actually fits a little bit better, but the Amazon ones, they equally work just as well. So we're proud with either or. So as you can see behind us, we're kind of retired to feeders. We love them, so we really like them. Mr. Bob White over there. So, we hope this little video helps somebody. Any attaboys, criticisms, comments, put it in the comment section. Let's talk about it. As always, we appreciate you watching.